Hey folks, this is Riker, bringing you some gameplay footage of the upcoming patch 2.2, recorded on the public test realm. And what we're going to be showcasing today are two Demon Hunter speed farming builds, based around the new Demon Hunter set coming to 2.2, and the revised 2.2 Natalia's set. Now remember, this is on the public test realm, so everything is subject to change. But right now, both Natalia's and the new Demon Hunter set are both T6 viable. And it's looking like they could be made to work with T6 speed rifting. First up, we're looking at what I call the Unhallowed Marauder. And the reason I call it this is because it's basically a modified crossfire build, that Marauder fire build that uses multi-shot to clear T6 really fast. And for this, we're using the new Unhallowed Essence set, which revolves around buffing multi-shot. The 6-piece set bonus makes your generators and multi-shot deal 15% more damage for every point of discipline you have. Now at the end of this T6 run, we're going to take a look very briefly at the gear and skills that I used. But remember, this is not a proper guide, this is just a showcase because again, this is PTR, everything can change. Basically though, a lot of the skills are similar to what I had going with the Crossfire build. I mean, at the end of the day, it still revolves around shooting multi-shot. The difference between this and the Marauder build though, is that the Marauder build with the sentries has a lot of setup time. You have to lay down all 5 sentries before you're dealing your max damage. With Unhallowed Essence, you're dealing your max damage right away. And remember, you're getting a 15% bonus per point of discipline you have. So as long as you maintain max discipline, you're actually going to be dealing more damage than the 5 sentries would be giving you through the Marauder buff. So as you're going to see, this build was capable of a 3-minute Torment 6 Rift, and also bear in mind that this is a 2-player game. I have someone in the game with me, but he's not helping me. So the monsters are more difficult, I don't have the Templar with me to help manage my hatred and manage aggro, so solo and with optimized gear and skills, this could easily be under 3 minutes. Now with this build, I was actually trying to never spend discipline at all, which is why for Vault, I use that rune that gives you a 6-second cooldown on the skill. I don't know if this is very optimal, however, for Torment 6, dying isn't a big issue, and so I'm using Vault more to just move faster through the level in order to reduce my clear time. Remember, every point of discipline you spend is costing you 15% damage. Apart from the Unhallowed Essence set, the only other key piece of gear I'm running is the Dead Man's Legacy Quiver. And what that does basically is make multi-shot deal double damage to enemies under roughly 50% health. I like to combine that with the Ambush passive, which makes you deal 40% additional damage to enemies above 75% health, so that in the end there's really only a sweet spot of about 25% health, during which enemies are not taking about double damage. So the idea then is that the first shot will be enough to take them below 50% health, so that the second shot, which also deals double damage, will be enough to finish them. The next build that we're going to take a look at here is the Whirlwind Demon Hunter. Yes, Natalia's is back in a big way. If you saw my last video where I showcased Natalia's, it wasn't great. Fortunately, the same day that I put that video up, Blizzard buffed Natalia's, and it is now a T6 viable set. Basically, the 2-set bonus reduces the cooldown of Rain of Vengeance by 1 second every time you cast a primary skill, and 2 seconds every time you cast a Hatred Spender. And the other key bonus is the 6-piece bonus, which makes you deal 300% increased damage and take 30% less damage for 5 seconds after casting Rain of Vengeance. So what's important here isn't so much the buffing of Rain of Vengeance, but rather the multi-casting of Rain of Vengeance to buff everything else. And what we've combined this with is the skill Strafe. Oh, and another key component is the new Focus and Restraint rings. Together they form the Bastion of Will set, and their bonuses have been changed so that you gain 50% increased damage for 5 seconds after casting a resource spending attack, and another 50% increased damage for 5 seconds after casting a resource generating attack. So to make this build work, I'm using that quiver that makes Chakram generate hatred, so I'm using that to proc 1/2 of my Bastion of Will set, and then I'm perma-casting Strafe. I never let go of right mouse button basically throughout the entire rift to trigger the other half of Bastion of Will. So I'm constantly running around with double damage, and I'm recasting Rain of Vengeance whenever I can. Chakram also helps me manage my hatred, but I also have Companion and Preparation to further help with hatred management. Basically, you can easily maintain 100% uptime on Strafe throughout the entire Rift. Now there's another Demon Hunter player out there, I believe it is Wudijo, who posted a video of a 48-second T6 Rift running with a Natalia set. I believe his was a physical build. I can't remember off the top of my head, but basically Natalia's is back in a big way for speed T6 Rifts. As you can see, this run here was done in under 3 minutes, and again with some optimization, because I did not have an ancient weapon or optimal gear or skill setups. This could easily be a consistent 2-minute Rift build. That wraps up this video. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment with your thoughts on the new and improved sets in 2.2. Check out these other videos, and if you enjoyed this one, share with friends, leave a comment, hit like, and subscribe to join Riker's Raiders.